And we're live again. So, first of all, trying that. It's like a selfie stick, it's got a light on top. It was I got for, I think it was Christmas to fair. I've not tried it yet. So I might review that at a later date, so look out for that one. It's got a handy little remote, you can on and off, like this. Bye. And back again. Oh, with a little remote you can put on your finger. Anyway, enough of that. So we're in the kitchen now, as you can see, waiting for my coffee because we're in for a bit of a story. So if you're here, you've already seen the thumbnail and you're thinking, WTF? Or even something higher than that. Because believe me, when I walked out the door, I was like, what's going on, my guy? I'll get to that. Ridiculous. So anyway, Anglian Windows. This is what the video is all about, Anglian Windows. So it's kind of a review, kind of a bit of a story. So if you're here, watch it all, watch it right to the end. I'll get to the thumbnail bit at the end. Oh my God, you will not believe it. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know where to start. I'm going to start with a coffee that's in the microwave in about 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to clip that out. Here we go, coffee. So, coffee, story. Oh, before I forget, do share this one, because like I say, it's a bit of a warning, a bit of a story, a bit of a review. If you're thinking about having Windows, watch this first and tell people about it, because geez man, you might think twice after you've watched the video. So like, share, comment, all that good stuff. Subscribe down below somewhere. So anyway, to the story. Enough waffle. So I decided to have new windows in the place because frankly the old ones were pretty poor. Went like that, I could see the outside and could feel the air coming in, so not great. Especially at the moment now the utilities are skyrocketing. It was time to have them done. So this was last August, so on the laptop, the virtual AI pop-up window, icon help, Anglian Windows. So I thought, why not, let's have a guy around. So, back end of August, Barry came round. Now Barry, proper East Ender, gold sovereigns, proper Del boy. Nice bloke, but yeah, proper Del boy. I mean, I'd already decided to have the windows, to be fair. It was just a case of if the price was right, we were going to sign. So he didn't have much work to do, but he didn't know that. But yeah, after 2 hours and plenty of coffee, he's not shy about asking for a drink. So if you do have Anglian and you have Barry, make sure you've got kettle constantly on. But anyway, shout out Barry, top bloke to be fair. And after a couple of hours, I thought got a decent price. I'm sure he was laughing all the way to the bank. But price was right in my head, so signed on the dotted line. Now I did say at the time, bearing in mind this was August, roughly August 2021. Did say, look, we're a bit behind obviously because of the last couple of years and what's going on, ongoing. So 2021 August says, look, it'll be December 2021. So sort of 3 months hence. Says that's fine, you've told me, I'm happy with that. There's no particular rush. Another 3 months ain't gonna hurt. And I thought, well that's good, it'll be in for the winter, so the house will be nice and secure, all windows out, new windows in. Bob's your Barry. Job's a squirrel. So anyway, December came, or just prior to sort of December, and I got an email saying, oh, we're very sorry, but it's going to be another 3 months. So I was like, well, you didn't tell me that. So fired an email off. Yeah, no one can do about it, sorry about that. If I'd only been 6 months, I might have gone elsewhere. So that's my first niggle. So this puts it to February 2022, February 23rd, due. January 17th, I'm getting all the dates down because I'll explain at the end, but the dates are going to be relevant because there's going to be a discussion, but we'll come to that. So January 7th, so email prior to December, then text January 17th saying we'll be in touch shortly to organise a installation date. Now I've already got this installation date, so I'm thinking, but it did say if you've not had one already. So okay, whatever. I'm sure they'll give me a ring prior and just double check that it's going ahead. That's what I thought. So I booked time off work as you do. It's coming up to the 23rd. No phone call, no text, no email, just a courtesy to say, sorry about all that delay, but it is going ahead, no problem. Nothing. So 22nd, I think it was a Tuesday, 22nd of February, I'm upstairs, working away, and mid-afternoon, some banging and clattering. What the going on here? Sticks my head out window and see these poles. And I don't mean Eastern European people, I mean metal poles. You know, I see the metal poles, so must be the scaffolders because the windows are due on the 23rd. Thanks for the phone call, Anglian, confirming it's going ahead. So, walks downstairs, opens the door. Now this is the bit you need to watch at the end. I'm just going to bypass this little bit, but please watch to the end because, oh my god. So anyway, shoes on, opens the door, goes round, says, oh, you're from England? Yeah. Oh, nobody's told me that. And then, as soon as I said that, scaffolders like Anglian of this, Anglian of that, all negative, you know. They never say anything, they never tell anyone. Customer service is awful. So I'm like, oh, brilliant. But anyway, at this point, I will add, I've only paid £199 to Barry as like a deposit to secure the date sort of thing for fitting. The bulk of the money, as you can imagine, is quite considerable, will be paid as per their contract upon completion, and that I'm, or the customer is 100% happy 100% happy with the fit. You will then pay the rest of the cash deposit, and that's up to you. And then mine is some on finance, and that's spread over, again, it's up to you. You can have all cash, part finance, all finance and a little bit of cash, whatever you want, whatever your financial situation allows. So mine was a bit of cash, or quite a big chunk of cash, but then a big chunk of money on the finance. Anyway, so you pay when you're 100% happy, and then you pay the finance starts a month after that. So anyway, I says to the scaffolders, like, no one's called me. Is he going in tomorrow then, do you know? And bear in mind these are subcontractors, just dropping scaffolding off and putting it up. Oh well, we no idea, mate. I think it might be next week. Well, bear in mind you have to book time off. So you know, brilliant. So the next day, 23rd of February, I'm stopping my thumbs thinking what's going on. Booked time off work. But about 8 AM, it's a decent youth as it turns out, rings me, says, oh yeah, I'm so and so. I'm going to fit your windows today, is that alright? Still on? I says, yeah, that's fine mate, thanks for the call. He says, oh, we'll be here about 45 minutes, got to go to the yard. Brilliant, can't fault that. bit later on, these two lads rocked up, local lads. Big shout out to, get this right, Pep and Pez. You know who you are if you see this video on YouTube. So they rocks up, cracks on. Say good lads, had a laugh, got on brilliantly. Had a chat about bits and bobs while they were working. So it starts at the back. At this point I'll say that I will put at the end is pictures and videos of where I am at the moment, and I've took those for obvious reasons that will become apparent. So anyway, the cracks on with the back windows, no particular problems, straight in, straight in really. The first day, got about two. Did you get 2 done or 3 done? I think it's 3. It's only small. So 3 windows. One's fitting, one's fixing, sort of thing. No problem. So Thursday, 24th, rocks up, cracks on. So we've got 1, 2, 4 windows by Thursday midday, about lunchtime. In. Still need cleaning and stuff and finishing touches. But obviously that would have been done at the end, or is done at the end. So anyway, he goes around the front, cracks the massive bedroom window, gets the new one, and again there's a video, which is actually on TikTok. I'll try and put a link to that as well. But I'll put all the videos and you can see at what stage I'm at the end, after the thumbnail thing at the end, so please watch to the end. It's all relevant. So anyway, Thursday, time on, 10 minutes, don't want to go too long. Thursday, yeah, so Thursday afternoon, so it's a 3-day fit, so halfway in, cracks a big window, gets a new one, massive gap, inch gap all the way around, that's the TikTok video. So after much scratching of heads and phone call to their depot, they eventually say, well, we can't fit that as it should be fit, because Barry, going back to Barry, he said, Anglian, we don't use any kind of spacers. They're all made to measure, straight in, no bodging, no spacers. That's part of the cell. So anyway, fucking inch gap all the way around. The gaffer tells him to stick a ton of spacers in, foam it, make it airtight, watertight, and because the window's out, and then they come back Friday morning. Okay, come back Friday morning. He says, right, we're going to measure the 5, which is 9 windows altogether. 4 are in at the back, 5 to do. So he says, right, we're going to measure them all before we start cracking the rest of them. Right. So anyway, the 3 at the front and 2 at the side. So 5 at the frontish. All out, massive gaps all the way around. So he says, don't know what to do. Might have to have them remade, don't know what's happening at this stage. So he does a little bit of cleaning up and leaves. At this stage, I've got scaffolding up at the back, and I've got the scaffolding all strewn over the front, and again there's pictures of that and video. So anyway, he says, oh, I'll go speak to Gaffer, these 2 lads toddle off, don't know what's going on. Anyway, about 4 o'clock, this youth pulls up, says, oh, I'm head surveyor. I said, I'm only local and I'm off, but I thought I'd pop round, so thanks for popping round, have a look at it. He walks straight in and he says, yeah, that's not fit right. So what do you mean? He says, well, the original surveyor has measured to fit the windows forward of the recess where the old ones come out. So brick to brick, as opposed to in the recess, which is smaller, which is why there's an inch gap. So if they were fit brick to brick, they would have fitted. But the fitters didn't realise that, nobody at the depot had realised that, and the head surveyor says, to be fair, the surveyor that came out, his writing, nobody can read. That's no good, is it? And he says, so to do this, we need to plaster. So obviously, you take the old windows out, you've got the recess, they fit forward of that, so all that recess got to be blocked off, plastered, and you know, a new bottom piece. So I said, okay, yeah, whatever. I'm not happy. We'll have to have a discussion at some later point as to, you know, the financial situation and implication of that. Says, I'd like those two lads out, the original lads, because they were brilliant. It's all there on plastering crew. Huh? So the original surveyor has measured to fit the windows forward of the existing recess where the old ones would be taken out, which means that has to be filled and plastered, but you've not sent a plastering crew, so they couldn't have done it anyway. McFly, you know what I mean? So clearly someone at the office has f***ed up and not read the brief. So there's no way the windows could have gone in anyway. So at this point, the surveyor says, well, at least we don't have to remake the windows. We just need a few bits and we'll get somebody around. So I'm thinking, a week? He says a couple of weeks. I'm thinking, what do you mean a few bits? You need a bit of plaster and some wood, filler, and plaster over, make good. You know, 2 weeks max. So anyway, I'm filming this, by the way, a month after all this happened. So anyway, the head surveyor says, oh, I'll write it in the report, I'm off. Okay. Nothing for 10 days. On the 10th day, and it's not biblical, but on the 10th day, 7:30 at night as well, this guffer rings up, he says, yeah, ring from Anglian. I went, oh, okay. And yeah, I understand we just have one window left to fit. Hello, McFly. I'm just after some, if you've got any positive feedback for us. Hello? 20 minutes later, oh, I'm so sorry, I can't believe it, I'm so sorry, I don't know what to say, I'm so sorry. I'm assuming he's doing this over the phone. I don't know what to say, I'm so sorry. I'll put it in a report, I'll put it in another report. So he's going to stick that in his report, brilliant. So it's 10 days after the 3-day fit didn't complete. Then nothing, absolutely nothing. So I waits a month and I emails him and I says, what's going on, like? About an hour after the email, gets a phone call from Russell, who I understand is the head customer services guy. He says, oh yeah, I understand we've got a bit left to do. In fact, I understand we've got a lot left to do. I says, yeah. Can I book you in next week? This was like on a Thursday. In fact, it was last Thursday. We're now on the 29th, so last Thursday, 29th of March 2022. Can I book you in for next Wednesday, which is going to be tomorrow? I said, yeah. So why have they not contacted me? Because clearly they're not busy and they can't do it, because he's got me straight in within a few days. And it's took me to contact them to say what's going on. So you can see a pattern here, can't you? So anyway, yeah, brilliant. This was last Thursday, like I say, about 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, whatever, in the afternoon. 6 o'clock, bearing in mind I've still got this scaffolding on the front. It's been there for a month, you know. I'm charging them rental fee or storage fee. Same with the scaffolding at the back. Anyway, that Thursday, when he's booked me in to have it done the Wednesday, which is tomorrow, 6 o'clock, this scuffer comes and collects the scaffolding from the front that they're going to need. Oh my God. Bunch of idiots, I'm telling you. Bunch of idiots. No idea what they're doing. Right, okay, no, it's doing me. Whatever. Guy will rock up, what is tomorrow, and find there's no scaffolding. But then I get a phone call on Monday, which was yesterday, 28th of March 2022, from a lady asking me if the scaffolding's still there at the back. I says, yes, Duck, it's been there for a month. Well, no one's contacted me. Oh, right, okay. That's fine, thank you. I went, whoa, whoa, fucking horsey, whoa. I says, you do know the front scaffolding that you're going to need has been collected? Oh, we'll look, I'll look into that. Okay, as long as you know, I've told you while you're on the phone. Brilliant. So, to press, the guy's rocking up, well the crew's rocking up tomorrow. Hopefully he's a plaster crew. I don't think he's any idea of what's going on and what he needs to be doing. And he's going to have a shock, because the guy's booked him in for like 2 days. There's no scaffolding at the front, which you're going to need. And there is scaffolding at the back. So, what are we on, 20 minutes? What started as a simple, yes I want Windows, yes that's a fine price, yes I don't mind the 3-month wait, and it's a 3-day fit, brilliant, I'll book time off work, job done, has turned into an absolute farce, of which there'll be a discussion. In fact, let me now tell you about the thumbnail. Oh my God. The moment you've all been waiting for. So if we wind back, and I'm upstairs and I can see these poles flying around, and the scaffolders have turned up. And I think, well, they're not bothered knocking, so I best go and speak to them. Downstairs, shoes on, out the door, and as I open the door, turn right, one of them has got his Johnson out on my front yard, taking a leak. I'm like, what's going on? He was totally oblivious. He went, oh, sorry mate, I was desperate, sorry. The fuck are you doing? So, let me paint a picture. Front yard, which is, there's a walkway, it's probably 3 foot deep. So as you open the door, you've got 3 foot of sort of gravel and shrubbery. Then you've got a main thoroughfare, main road, right? Cars going past constantly. You've got people walking the dogs, you've got young children walking about. You've got a school at the back. My neighbour, female with a young child. I, as the resident, could have been anyone. I could have been a little old lady, it could have been a young girl, saying, mummy, there's somebody at the door, anything. And this guy has got his Johnson out on my front yard taking a piss. Now, I don't know what you think about that, that's horrendous, absolutely horrendous. So I knocked on the door, no answer. No you didn't mate, I was upstairs. No you didn't knock on the door. And even if you did knock on the door and didn't get an answer, your next thought process was to whip it out there and then and have a piss. You couldn't go to McDonald's down the road. You couldn't stop off before you rocked up, because even if you did rock up, knock on the door and I open the door, and your first request was to use my toilet, I ain't a gas station, mate. It's trying to lay by. Do you know what I mean? I'm the customer. So he's pissing on the customer's front yard. Full view of everyone. I saw it. It was there. So that's in there now. So that coupled with all the issues I've just mentioned, you know, let's get the winners in tomorrow and then we'll take it from there, because there's no way I'm paying what I signed for. No way. No way. So that's where we are. Now, as I say, I don't know what you think. Leave a comment, share it. What, have you had Anglian Windows? Have you had a scaffolder pissing on your front yard? What's the score? Don't know. Is this normal? So that's where we are. Tomorrow the windows go in. I'll look to do a short update after at the end of the week and see what happens. But keep watching because there's a few videos. There's pictures of where I am and what the score is, so you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So anyway, thanks for watching. Like, share, comment, and all that good stuff. And watch out for the update. Look, you can see straight through. It just gets bigger and bigger, the gap.
I know. I'd be falling off the bed and all if I seen that.
Ridiculous, isn't it?
I'll be making a phone call anyway because I'm going to tell them. It's going to take a good hour for us to set this up now for it to fit right.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've got enough add-ons for this frame.